a big fat fight. The gray zone, the pay zone, the garden to guide. Life in the dark lane could lead one to light. Life in the light lane could lead one to dark. You're gonna die how you try. Disregard all your wrong, cause your wrongs were alright. If somebody screams from the side of the room to you, stageless and lightless and invisible truth. Still there the likeness brings laughter to you. Singing these sad songs for who they could be. You look to the crowd and see 2 out of 3, then you're looking at me. Just looking like listening, just the same thing. You practice projection, perfected to listen to, stageless and lightless and loud little room. Still like a deer in the headlights, they listen to you. They line up for handshakes as soon as you're through, and they just paid the bartender much more than you. So tonight you and I did the best we could do. That was cool.
It's rolling.
It's a little tiny guitar. Okay, so this is we're gonna try to race runs for the porch so that we can do the Novemberfest out there. So there's beers and gas money for the band and all that, and just so it can be the best it could possibly be. So that's the point of this. Buy CDRs and artwork back there too, if you can. I was down in a hole that I dug, and I was pulling out a rug with my feet. I was drunk, I was stupid, I was doing all the things I thought would set me free, when in reality they horrified me. On the day of the week of the year, I decided that I would face my fears. I put my feelings in a rocket and I shot it and penetrated the atmosphere. I'm bending backwards, looking at my footprints, wondering where the hell they've been coming from. I'm looking down, looking at the ground, thinking that these footprints could belong to anyone. In this hopeless attempt to make sense of the future in relation to the past, I made a list of all the things that I needed, and I realized that I had come in last. Oh, and I kick and I curse and I aim for the worst. I thought the worst was all I've ever really had, when in reality it's not that bad. I'm bending backwards, looking at my footprints, wondering where the hell they've been coming from. I'm looking down, looking at the ground, thinking that these footprints could belong to anyone. Sometimes I feel like at the end of every rainbow there's a pot of shit. You have to see it to believe it, there's a lot of it. So how can anybody tell me to be positive when I know that I'm accountable for most of it? I had a friend who said that nothing really mattered, whether pitcher or the batter, yeah, you're still in the game. I had a vision with most accurate precision. I was washing my ambition with the water down the drain. In my endeavors I try to be clever, but I never ever want to sever what I proudly claim. I want to stay for the reason that I came. So help me God, I will restore my reign. I'm bending backwards, looking at my footprints, wondering where the hell they've been coming from. I'm looking down, looking at the ground, thinking that these footprints could belong to anyone. Sometimes I feel like at the end of every rainbow there's a pot of shit. You'd have to see it to believe it. So how can anybody tell me to be positive when I know that I'm accountable for most of it? Any requests? I think I have time for like 2 more. Word up.
How my dad got dirty. Come on now.
were the deadliest gas known to most recent studies. I suck you straight into my lungs. Take your love to the bank, it's a whole different currency here. So now, there's no time for love, so there's no love for time, I'm afraid. Take my troubles away and come back to me quickly, my dear. All my clothes, my dreams are all frayed at the seams, like you may be the only thing I can do right, so I thank you. Take your love to the bank, it's a whole different currency here. Now, I leave you a pumpkin, drunk and I cut out his face, scooped out all of his brains, hollowed out, leaving only a flame. He's still smiling. Take your love to the bank, it's a whole different currency here. All my clothes, my dreams are all frayed at the seams, like you may be the only thing I can do right, so I thank you. Sounds wrong.
Hey Andrew, can you show me how I can zoom on this? Oh, okay, gotcha.
It can't be a Joey Kendall set without
There we
this.
go.
Come on, old Blackie. Okay. Sounds good. Let's talk to me. This song's by Harry Has a Head Like a Ping Pong Ball. She said, sing yourself to death tonight. I hope they blind you with the spotlight. And if you happen to lose your sight, then I'll be alright. Maybe you'll never write again. And if you damage your vocal cords, I'll get down on my knees and thank the Lord. Maybe you can write a metaphor for a troubadour who can't sing anymore. And if my hands were tied, how might I reach you? How could I tell you how much I need you? The closest things are the hardest to reach. The harder you think, the farther they seem. What happened to you, darling? You used to love the words I wrote, and you used to sing them softly, even when your hands were around my throat. And she said, writing a song doesn't make you right, but I rely on the chance that it might. And if I get myself a record deal tonight, we can tell a million people how you feel. The only way to sing with the bullet in your teeth is to do it with a smile on your face. And for a bit I have to fight is the pace, so I'll be smiling when I rub it in your face. And if my hands were tied, how might I reach you? How could I tell you how much I need you? The closest things are the hardest to reach. The harder you think, the farther they seem. What happened to you, darling? You used to love the words I wrote, and you used to sing them softly, even when your hands were around my throat. And I need you because you never missed the notes that I missed. I miss every note for you. I caught every blow that you blew. And now I'm doing what you knew I'd do. And if my hands were tied, how might I reach you? How could I tell you how much I need you? The closest thing's the hardest to reach. The harder you think, the harder they seem. What happened to you, darling? You used to love the words I wrote, and you used to sing them softly, even when your hands were around. Thank you. That's right.